Hey everyone, welcome to another English grammar lesson. Today we're going to be covering commas of direct address. Okay, so notice in the introduction that I did not say address, as in where you live. That would be commas with locations, which we've already covered in another video. So if that's what you're looking for, don't worry, still got you covered. Regardless, commas of direct address are used when you are talking to someone, when you are directly addressing that person. For example, Tom, can you pass me the pickles? We're talking to Tom here, asking him if he can pass the pickles. Please sit down, Mark. Again, we're talking to Mark. We're directly addressing him. Hey, Joe, it's nice to see you. Same thing, again. We are talking to Joe. We are directly addressing Joe. So what do we do with the commas for these? Well, it's pretty simple. If you are talking to someone in your sentence, if you are directly addressing someone, you need to surround their name with commas if you can. Now, why do I say if you can? Well, let's take a look at the first example. I can't technically surround Tom's name because I can't put a comma before the sentence even starts, right? But I can put one after his name, so that is what I do. We have a similar situation with the second sentence. Because the name appears at the end, I can't really surround it with commas because there's already a period on one side, but I can put one before his name. This last one, though, I actually can surround with commas because it's sort of, in the middle, per se, of the sentence. So that's what I do. I surround it. Commas on both sides. Now, it's important to remember that you only need to use these commas when you are talking to somebody, not about somebody. Let me show you what I mean. Have you seen Jack lately? No one is actually talking to Jack here. They're just talking about him. Because of that, we do not need commas here. Linda is my best friend. The same thing is true for this one. We are not directly addressing Linda here. We're not talking to her. We're just talking about her. So again, no commas. Basically what I'm saying is, don't just look for names and start throwing commas in because that's not always going to be correct. You only need commas if someone is being directly spoken to. Also, before we look at some examples, it's important to remember that it's not always going to be actual names that you're going to see in your sentences. For example, hey guys, you need to quiet down. So here we're actually talking to guys, right? Because that's what people say sometimes. Hey guys, what's up guys? Thanks guys. I'm talking to the guys, I'm directly addressing them, so I try to surround their name with commas. In this case, I can. Both sides, that's what I do. Good night, dude. Same thing is true here. I'm using dude as a name in this situation. I'm talking to someone, calling them dude, so I need a comma. And again, why don't I surround the name with commas like I said before? Well, because there's a period on one side, and you can't stack punctuation like that. It's not how it works. So we just put one where we can. Okay, now, on to some practice ones. It's so nice to see you, Amy. Okay, so what do you think? Do we need commas? And if we do, where do they go? Well, it seems as though we're talking to Amy here. We are directly addressing her. And because of that, we need to try to surround her name with commas. However, we have a period on one side, so all we can do is throw in after you. Okay, how about this one? My dad's name is Barry. Okay, so we see the name Barry, but if you look more closely at the sentence, you will realize that no one's actually talking to Barry. We're just talking about him. And since we're just talking about him, not to him, we do not need commas. Hey, Chad, how are you? Okay, what do you see here? Well, we seem to be talking to Chad, calling out to him, saying hey. So, we try to surround his name with commas, and in this position, we actually can, so we're good. Two more. Nora should be here any minute. Okay, so we've got Nora, but are we actually talking to her? Well, no. We're just talking about her. And because of that, we do nothing. It's good to see you, man. So, we've got the word man being used as a name here, and we seem to be talking to that person, so, easy, put the comma in. Cool. Well, whether you came here for a refresher or are just now learning this stuff for the first time, I hope this video helped. Be sure to check out the free practice down in the description, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.